Yo, what's up, boys and girls of the Mirko? It's been a while. I wanted to do a proper prediction video, but I couldn't in time. I had to just go and sleep because 6 a.m. we had to stand by. Actually, it's 8 a.m., but I had to wake up at 6. But we're here in the hotel room. We're ready for the MPL ID rehearsals, and we're going to give you our predictions. All four of us. I got Mr. Rashman here, RQ Hoshi. What? Say hello.
Hello.
I got Mr. Geek Cheffihn Man.
Was good.
And Realize, the Real Madrid and Onic fan. What a freaking NPC.
5 Pete.
Okay, so...
Damn.
All right. He says it's going to be 5 Pete, so you guys you got teased a little bit there on what's going to happen. All right. Let's go through every single match. You guys just give me the score, the match prediction, and a little bit of an explanation. You don't have to go like in depth. Let's start with Arashi first, because regular season first place, we got to give him, you know.
Oh boy, the pressure.
All right.
Pressure.
Match 1, Bigatron, Alter Ego.
I gotta give it to Bigatron here because Alter Ego not doing so hot. Yeah. I feel like Bigatron. I feel like with the departure of Cascade and MMM, it's definitely a different team, right? But I still think they're a lot more well-rounded compared to Alter Ego, so I think they should be able to get the dub.
Score?
It's best of
5.
Best of 5, right? 3-1.
3-1.
Conservative.
Okay. I'll go last because it's Bigatron. So let's throw it over to Geek Fan Man. Bigatron versus Alter Ego match 1.
I think it's gonna be an easy 3-0.
Oh.
No, like seriously, because
4?
what do you mean 4?
For who?
Oh, for Bigatron Alpha, obviously. Yeah, I'm not crazy, bro.
Oh, whoa. Okay, yo. Recently. So you agree with my 0%?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so recently I got clipped. Well, not clipped, but MPL asked me to give me, percentages on who will go to M6, and I put them as 0%, Alter Ego. So he agrees with me. Why?
It's just Bigatron Alpha is much more battle tested, and they got better players. It's just like KSI's hit song. Think of it. Actually, Alter Ego is not that bad. Just needs a little bit of a bit more experience.
Okay.
Maybe the roster can be changed. No, I'm not just kidding. Just kidding. Cut that out. Cut that
No,
out.
we ain't cutting anything. This is raw, boys. Cordelwin, his name is Cordelwin. His name is Cheffihn. You can find him on IG. He's also the man who said someone else is overrated.
But to be honest, I wanted to go the whole way, at least game of 5. I would love to be proven wrong for sure.
All right then. So Cheffihn 3-0. That's his prediction. Realize, Bigatron, Alter Ego.
I think it's going to be a 3-2. But it's going to be for Bigatron because it is a chaos derby for a reason, right? I think there's going to be a lot of chaotic fights. Nile will be on point. But again, Mr. 0% here says Alter Ego can't win. I still think the same because they just lack a lot of things fundamentally. And I think Nile will have to be the guy they depend on to. And for you guys who might not know some things, I think Super Ken will be super insane in the playoffs.
Leak it now?
No, we're not gonna leak it. But I think Alter Ego is great. They just need to improve their game sense, their drafting, their play style, their game knowledge, their combos, and their frontline fightings and all that shit. Yeah.
All right, so basically they need to change the whole team. That's what Realize is saying. All right, this might be spicy actually, but I think Alter Ego will get it done.
Wait, really?
Yeah. 3-1. I think Alter Ego 3-1. No, I'm joking. Of course not. What the hell? No, Bigatron Alpha 3-0. I agree with Cheffihn. You can sense the in the air after I said that. But no, I agree. I agree with all you guys. I think Bigatron, they've just looked better. And they've choked last season. So literally, they know how it feels. That's true. To lose. Yeah, I see you smiling. Hey, you won't be smiling for too long. Let's go to match number 2. You guys know my prediction. I agree with him, by the way. Super Ken's going to be massive. Luke is always a big game player anyways. He's always...
Super Ken's gonna gain weight.
Yeah, he's going to gain weight because he's
Massive.
going to get that... Okay, no, let's not get too far here. All right, match 2. Geek Fam versus Fnatic Onic. Of course, we got to throw it over to Cheffihn first.
I pled the 5th. I mean, no. Oh yeah. You're right. English caster, by the way. So yeah, my heart is telling me Geek Fam 3-0.
Okay. Oh.
But my brain is telling me Onic 3-0. No, I think it's gotta be Onic 3-1, mainly because what you say about Vincent?
I said Vincent is the worst jungler in Season 14.
Wow. He said that, not me, okay? Yeah. There's a lot of improvement that...
Outsourcing.
But he actually agrees with me.
No, seriously, maybe Suyo can make a difference this time. Yeah, it's a saving grace for Vincent, probably. Yeah. And I hope I'll be proven wrong.
Okay.
I kind of predicted Onyx 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
So Onyx 3-1. All right. Because he spoke about the Vincent thing, I guess I'll talk here. I think for me, regular season wise, yes, I still feel like Vincent is the worst jungle in MPL season 14, mainly because the assassins, right? And because I don't count Aether and Ryota. Yeah. But Suyo, I think, is a pick that works really well for his kit. And the Alpha, who's been really meta, I think it's going to be really good. So even though my prediction will still be Onyx, I feel like Geek Fam will have improved significantly. They actually have a chance for me.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have already kind of like written out Geek Fam because of their performance in the regular season. But with the patch changing, well, not the patch, just with a lot of teams adapting to the patch finally, with the Alphas and even Mathilda Rafaelas, we're seeing a whole lot of that in the Philippines. Exactly. I feel like, I honestly think Geek Fam can do it. Geek Fam might be able to knock Onyx out, but 3-2. I think Onyx gets it done 3-2 because these heroes will definitely give Geek Fam a bit of an edge, but it's not enough. I don't think it's enough. It's still a rebuild season for them. Their XP is still very inexperienced, and Onyx, bro. All right. Now let's send it over to the Onyx fan.
I might be a frontline Onyx fan, but I feel like we still have to be realistic. I do think it's gonna be a 3-2, but for Onyx, it's gonna be a spicy game. I mean, it's always gonna be spicy when it comes to the play-ins. Yeah. You only have one life. You do not have second chances unless you make it in the next round. And I do feel, with the meta changing, not only for Vincent, but for Beloy. You know, the heroes that he likes to play. I mean, the Gatot Kacha is still up for grabs at the Rome area. Maybe he will pull out the Saber finally in the playoffs. You know the X factor that this guy has in the playoffs. I mean, he was able to even knock out Bigatron last season, right? Yeah, alongside Super Luke, but this time...
3-0.
It was 3-0, yeah. So, I think it's going to be 3-2, but for Onyx. A hard-fought 3-2.
A hard-fought 3-2, yeah. Arashi, Onyx, Geek Fam.
See, I feel like, the changes are gonna make Geek Fam a bit more competitive for sure. But I feel like Onyx is also a team that hasn't really struggled against teams that have, like a main weapon. Yeah. You know, and considering that Baloyski is kind of like the main weapon of Geek Fam, I feel like they've gone through it. It's not like they'll be surprised by seeing Baloyski on the Mathilda, on the Rafaela. I think they've seen that happen. Obviously, the big factor is Rez. Right, if he can kind of keep up and work well with the rest of the team, but I think it might be a 3-1 for Onyx, because in my opinion, it really feels like if Geek Fam can get to the 2-game mark, it really feels like they can go all the way. Okay, you know what I mean? So I feel like because that's the case, I would predict with a 3-1 for Onyx.
3-1 for Onyx.
Because I heard I'm hearing rumors that they were hiding a lot of things and they're actually surprising everyone at the current moment. So
where did you hear that from?
I don't know, just little birds and all that.
Mere bird. No. Dude, now that I'm actually we gotta take a step back here. This is the same bracket as MPLPH in a way. TLID, TLPH, the champions of last season. They were knocked out on the first day, and this is the match I predicted 3-2 for TLPH. And, for the first match, it was also, I predicted Omega 3-0 against Blacklist, and we all predicted Bigatron 3-0 against Alter Ego. Okay, let's hope the mere curse or the curse doesn't happen again, because now I got friends with me, right? It's no longer just a solo venture, but hey, this makes things easier for me, because into the second day, we'll have all the same predictions. Everybody predicted Onyx, predicted Bigatron. So let's move on to TLID. Oh, TLID versus Bigatron Alpha. Should I start first?
Sure.
Okay. I feel like in the regular season, TLID is much better than Bigatron Alpha. If I'm being honest with you. Statistically, TLID is better. But I feel like for TLID, with this new lineup, there are ways for Bigatron to exploit it. And again, I have a feeling that Bigatron will... They've already shown that they are willing to take risks in the regular season. And this is the playstyle that really, kind of benefits teams like this, willing to take risks, willing to take gambles, even though it does end up being throws sometimes. I think they've had 2 weeks to kind of fix that issue. So I would actually say this is a spicy one for all you guys, because you know how big of a fan I am for Flavor Fav and Arashi. Oron. I'm gonna have to say Bigatron takes this 3-2. It is anyone's game though. I don't think it's going to be easy. There's absolutely no way it's a 3-0, although that would be cool. Yeah, Bigatron 3-2. Wishful thinking. A little bit of cope. Who wants to go next? Cheffihn? Let's go. No, you're going to go first later. So, okay. Realize. TLID, Bigatron.
I don't know. Team Liquid ID, they look unstoppable. But these guys hasn't been really tested in the playoffs
Exactly,
because it's
yeah.
going to be the first time for Aaron Shiki, for Fabian, for Witty even to play in the playoffs. Maybe Bigatron does have the upper hand on that. But I do still think these guys, they show up in the MPL ID stage in the regular season, coming from MDL with no pressure. So I don't think this will be any different. So I do believe that Team Liquid ID will still get the win. But for the score, I think it's still going to be very close. I agree with you. But this time it's for Team Liquid ID. I think it's going to be a 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
Right. All of his predictions has been 3-2, by the way, for all the matches. So if that happens, we're in for a crazy playoffs. Arashi.
I have to agree with Realize. I think 3-2 is the score. I feel like both teams, again, they have their own playstyles, their own weapons that kind of allow them to actually get success. But I do feel like so far, at least, looking at the results of the regular season, Team Liquid are the ones that have been adapting better. They've had the more intelligent drafts technically. And I really like the fact that the players are also involved in the decision-making process. And we're seeing a lot of benefits come out of that. There's a lot of surprise picks that maybe a coaching staff would kind of doubt a bit more. But these guys, they kind of do their own homework, right? As players already. And I feel like that gives them a lot of an edge. And it kind of means that when it comes down to it, when both teams are kind of going head-to-head when it comes to the game plan, right? The mind games, the execution in Lana Dawn, I feel like the fact that you are involved and you understand what this composition is supposed to do or what this hero is supposed to do in the laning phase and all of that good stuff, I feel like it would give you an edge when all of your attention and focus are being drawn away to all the other aspects. So I do feel like Team Liquid have a bit of an edge, but again, Bigatron with the experience will be scary, which is why it's still a 3-2. You know, I don't think, there's no way I think it goes, no, it's a 3-0, but I think there's still a chance for it to be a 3-1-2.
Okay, there you go. 3-2, 3-2. TL, BTR. Cheffihn.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Mirko.
Oh!
No, like seriously.
This is a... Wait.
Hey, they've choked like too many times right now. It's this time for sure, bro. This time's the charm. I don't think they're gonna do the same thing as last season. I think just as Rilas said, they are more way battle tested than Team Liquid ID, and I just like the way they close out the season, because just the Matildas and all that stuff. I think it's gonna be a really good picks for Key, and yeah. I guess that's it, man. The 3-2 for Bigatron Alpha. Same as them.
Damn! I didn't expect Cheffihn to agree with me. All right, so it's not just pure cope. We have some... Okay, let's move on to RQ versus Onyx. Oh, man. We're going to throw it over to Arashi for the first prediction. Obviously, RQ Onyx. So, Arashi, 4P, defending champions.
See, if you're going with history, right? Onyx has always been beaten first, and then they come back later.
Yeah.
But this time, considering the situation, I feel like Onyx might win here because I feel like they would want to have momentum there, right? If they're going to win, I feel like they're going to do it here, not later.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And by all means, we're talking about experience. We're talking about battle tested.
Yeah.
RQ, a lot newer to the situation. I don't think that it would get to them, by all means, but it's still a factor. So... It's such a tough prediction, dude.
Oh, shit.
He's thinking about it.
Think about it.
Because I feel like RQ, in theory, looking at the data, will win. But again, people are saying there's the true form of Onyx. I feel like that will be, something surprising. So I feel like RQ might fall here rather than later, right? As the pattern suggests.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be a 3-2 for Onyx here.
Oh, okay. There you go. So first, all right, there you go. RQ will go down to the lower brackets against Bigatron later for his bracket. I guess we got to throw it to the Onyx fan now, RQ Onyx. Imagine if he says RQ.
Oh, what the hell? I think in the regular season, RQ has been the kryptonite for Fnatic Onyx. And we have to agree that this season has been the most vulnerable season for Fnatic Onyx, the Sky Kings, slowly losing their throne. And I do think it's going to be a 3-1 for RQ. Because Fnatic Onyx, I do think that their true form will bloom greater in the lower brackets. I feel like they'll show their grit in the lower bracket. This is where they really deliver when their backs are against the wall. And RQ, I feel like they're so systematic, so good. I don't know what Fnatic Onyx is hiding, but I'm just not sold by the idea that they're winning in a lot of the practices they're doing, the scrims, because it's different with stage games.
I agree.
And
Very different.
Rez has to step up, but they can't continue relying on Rez, right? So it's better to lose here, then lose later. I think this is going to be
That's
a
exactly mindset I
check
have.
for them.
That's exactly why I'm going with
That's exactly why I'm going for RQ as well. So yeah,
Wow.
3-1.
That's okay.
Bro.
Cheffihn, RQ, Onic.
Onic for sure.
Oh.
For sure.
Not really for sure. Nah,
For
just
sure.
Seriously. Again, as you said, RQ has been the kryptonite, but I think in a playoffs game, in a playoff series, it's more of an adjustment game. So every time you lose a game, you adjust, and we're talking about Onic here, okay? With Coach Yep.
Coach Yep.
The pool, the
Okay,
hero
yeah,
pool, the adjustments and all that stuff is gonna be crazy for them, and that is why I'm taking. And there's been some, concerns towards RQ's template, gameplay and draft, and I think the one that counters that is Onic
A multi-dimensional team.
for sure.
All right. Score?
3-1 Onic.
3-1 Onic for Cheffihn. Arashi, realize I gotta side with Arashi on this prediction. Honestly, I think Onic gets it done. I've heard so many from a bird. I've heard from a bird randomly
many
flying.
birds.
I've heard so many birds talk about like. See, I'm actually conflicted with this one. I don't think it'll be 3-1. I honestly feel like it'll be 3-2. And again, I think RQ could very easily also just make it there, like to the next stage. This is a toss up again. This is like a very very tough one. But I think Onic gets it done. I think Onic will make it to the upper bracket finals. RQ will go down against TLID. Now that's a scary for me. That's my prediction, right? You're gonna
Right.
be for you. It's Bigatron, but yeah, that's my prediction. 3-2. Onic makes it to upper brackets.
The format gets weird.
Now the format gets weird.
Different possibilities.
But it's okay. I remember everything. So let's move on after that to. Yeah, should we? All right. So upper bracket finals later. We're going to the lower bracket finals or lower bracket semis first. So Arashi, because RQ has been dropped down in your prediction, RQ versus Bigatron Alpha.
Right, I feel like RRQ after that, that defeat in my predictions will definitely iron it out. There's a bit of concern. I think a lot of people would be saying that, oh man, since they lost, will they lose the momentum? And I think we've seen a very similar story before, actually, right? I'm not gonna mention exactly when, exactly what, but I feel like this time is gonna be different, right? They have Keskut, they have NMM, and this. Shut the. Okay, and this team so far at least they've gone through adversity no problem, and they lost to Evos.
Yeah.
Right. If you talk about oh man, mental blow, I feel like we would have seen more of it there. Yeah. But the fact they just recovered, I feel like it's really shown that they have that recovery ability. I feel like they get it done against Bigatron. It might be a 3-1, dude. Because I feel like it needs to be a 3-1 because I don't want to give Bigatron the time to really draw it out.
Okay. I'll go next. Mine is TLID RQ, right?
Right.
Oh man. I don't want to see both. I don't want to see any of these teams lose, honestly. Like I'm such a big fan of both. I actually want TLID. If we're talking about personal biases, it's probably BTR and TL. Right? Because I want to see a champ like TL, a champ that's not afraid to talk on the mic.
Yeah.
To prove to the world, or just to Indo at least, that pro players can be entertaining while also being good. But if it has to be between RQ or TL, I gotta go with RQ. I trust Keskut and NMM too much for them to choke twice. Right? Last season, I gave them the benefit of the doubt. First season in MPL, whatever. This time, I think they're ready. Even though I predicted them to lose against Onic, that's Onic. It's a different beast. I think they'll get it done against TLID. But it'll be a banger, just like the regular season. It'll be a 3-2 banger.
Bang, bang.
Anyone can take it. I think once we get past the first day, it gets really unpredictable.
Yeah.
Heck, we might all be wrong already from the first day. But I choose RK to move on. TLID knocked out. That's the first team from the upper brackets to get knocked out. Cheffihn,
TLID versus RQ.
TLID versus RQ.
Just because of Skylar, I'm taking RQ.
Ooh. Just because of Skylar. Explain that. Okay.
Well, I think Skylar, best gold laner in Indonesia for sure. I think that's, no one's gonna say anything to that. And I think the way he closed out games and just execute the late game is just really, really good, especially if he got Donathon. Bro, like, until now, I think it's still 100% win rate, right? Yeah. So I think when you really give Skylar a room to just funnel and take the gold and all that stuff, and possibly getting a snowball, I think it's over.
Yeah. Honestly, very, very fair. Score?
Oh.
Think about this one. The pick of the team, very easy, but the score.
I mean, regular season was like so competitive, so I gotta go like 3-2.
3-2, okay. Cheffihn, RQ. Onic. You thought RQ's gonna win. Onic versus TL. Oh, this is such a crazy bracket. His one is Onyx TL.
Wait, did I predict TL?
Yeah, you predicted. Oh, sorry, Onyx BTR. Onyx BTR.
That's even more spicy.
That's spicy. That's crazy. Onyx BTR.
Come on, bro.
Onyx Bigatron. I think it's going to be. It's an old school banger. It's not like the new gen banger.
Regular season, last season.
Yeah, it's an old school banger. Now you want to see RQTL, you want to see those teams play.
yeah.
But I feel like in these situations, Onyx is pitted, and I feel like they will still be able to prevail with their experience. I think Onyx will take this one.
Score.
But again, 3-2.
3-0. 3-0. Oh, 3-2. All right, I heard 3-0 for some reason. My bad, bro. Dude, if it's against Onyx, I'm scared, bro. Like, honestly, at this point, up against everyone, I'm scared. TLID is every team. All right, next, we have the upper bracket finals. Upper bracket finals. Let's start with Arashi again. Let's go. Actually, let's start with you now. You predicted RQ and Liquid. Now, this is the RQ Liquid for you.
This is the bracket.
Who's making it to M6? We're getting to M6 already.
This is the bracket we're talking about. In this case, it's going to be very insane because new blood's coming in and flexible drafts. I mean, for RQs, sure, the flexibility is kind of cut short with their template gameplay sometimes. But this one, I think I got to give it to Team Liquid. It's just been so far for them to stop here. I think for Arashi, for Fabian, this is where they will prove themselves and they will have that injection into them. And sometimes RQ, they kind of get lost when they have warriors like Arashi and Fabian just running it down against them, and they get clueless sometimes. So yeah, but this one, I think it's gonna be a 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
TLID, first team to M6 for Realize. Wow. All right. Chef. Call him delusional, call him what you want, but I love the storyline that his bracket has technically given us. The stories that we can talk about in the cast would be ridiculous. But all right. For you, Cheffihn, it's Onyx
And Bigatron Alpha.
and Bigatron Alpha.
What do you think my prediction would be?
Onyx.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Do I need to explain? I think you just smooth.
Just give me the score.
3-1.
3-1, Ton. All right, I'm not gonna ask him to explain because, man, for me it's really tough, right? Since you already have these predictions, for me, prediction wise, this is where I have the same kind of mindset as you, you day one. My heart says Bigatron 5-0, but my brain says Onyx 3-0, brother. I don't know which I should go for because, man, in a lot of the predictions I did for MPL PH as well, just based on data, it's not enough. It really isn't, right? A lot playoffs is different. Alter ego to M. No, I'm joking.
0%.
0%. Man, this one's tough. Do I go full delusional cope mode or do I go on? You know what? I'm gonna just try to use the curse. Onyx 3-0. I honestly think it's just Onyx are still them, man. Like they are still probably the best team from what I've heard. Again, from the mere birds out there. Yeah. Onyx. I'm going to give them one game. 3-1. Come on, my boys. I hope they prove me wrong here. But yeah, it's 3-1 for Onyx. Onyx first team to M6. Arashi, your upper bracket consists of Onyx and TL.
Ooh. Now that's a spicy match, but you're saying you go with data. As an analyst, I go with data on the desk. Outside of the desk, it's a lot of cope, man. I think you've seen it before. You've seen it before, man.
Beat Onyx, then
Right. So I think that Team Liquid might get it done.
Oh! Same TL. Okay, TL to M6.
I want it to succeed so bad.
Same.
And I feel like they have, at least, if this is a house, right?
Okay.
They have the bricks, they have all the tools, the everything. They just have, they have to kind of like make sure that it just holds, So I feel like they have so much potential. I would love to see them go far. And the storyline, right? Coming out of nowhere after a loss, and then just winning all the way, right?
Wow.
If they can go and get it done against Onyx, I feel like this would be such a cool moment. I think I would. Oh, hang on a minute.
You can't backtrack now.
Yeah.
Not after all that.
Yeah. I think Team Liquid might get it done. Should be a tough one. Should be like a 3-2.
3-2.
For sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
All right then. Well, we're gonna throw it back to Arashi because Arashi's lower brackets consist of RQ and Onyx. So RQ Onyx, they met first time. You said Onyx would win. Is this the time RQ gets to M6?
Absolutely, man. That is what I've been waiting for. That is what Realize was trying to avoid for a reason. You were trying to avoid that for a reason, right? I feel like with the time, with the experience, with the info they can kind of glean off the games that has been going in the playoffs, that will be enough. RQ will be able to take down Onyx.
Wow.
I feel like it's yeah, I feel like they're gonna get it done. I feel like anything short of a 3-2 is gonna be a bit cope. It's gonna be a bit underwhelming. So I think I have to go with a 3-2. 3-2 RRQ.
So there you go, Arashi, RRQ versus Liquid. That is
It's
the
a different
grand
time.
finals. It's a different time. Literally top 2 of the upper brackets meet again in the grand finals for him.
That's my ideal, by the way. I wanted that
Yeah, of
rematch
course.
in the grand final.
Of course.
That's one of the ideas.
That's Arashi's. Let me know in the comments if you agree with Relay, Cheffihn, me, or Arashi. But now I guess I'll take it. For my lower brackets, it'll be... Well, no, for my upper brackets first, right? Yeah. No, I already said Onyx, Bigatron. All right, so lower brackets here. For me, yeah, it's lower brackets. Bigatron versus RQ. Wow.
Lab rats.
Last time we met them in the playoffs, season 12. Do you guys remember? Bigatron 3-0. And RQ were also number 2 in the regular season that season with Naomi. Remember? They were upper bracket team. Man, this is just hard for me because like I trust in Keskute and MM, brother, but I trust in my boys as well. I don't trust them enough to beat Onyx apparently, but on paper, my brain is saying RQ will win 3-2.
Really?
But my heart, baby, is saying Bigatron wins 6-0. Okay? Do I listen to my heart finally here in the prediction? All right? We already have all the different predictions. I'm going to go and cope and hope a bit more. Going to inhale a shit ton of copium. Bigatron 3-2. Okay. My finals. My M6 prediction is Onyx Bigatron. Gee.
So it's Bigatron's time to reach the top.
Should have been last season. Honestly, if I'm being honest with you, this is a very copium-centric prediction. Yeah. If I'll be honest with you, it'll probably be RQ. But no, I gotta believe in my boys. Cheffihn, your lower bracket is Bigatron.
RRQ, I think. Just purely because Keskute
They have the same brackets.
Yeah, exactly the same, but it's gonna be different now. Wait, what did you predict?
Bigatron.
I predict RRQ.
Yeah, okay. Score.
Score, I would say... Is it a 3-1 or 3-2? I'm more into 3-1.
3-1.
Just purely because Keskute and NMM, they're the one that instilled the identity towards Pikachu Alpha last season, and then made them the first seed. So those kind of identities will not be able to go away easily. Yeah. It's still there. So I think it's gonna be very readable for Keskute.
Okay. There you go. Anything else you want to add?
Good luck, bro.
Good luck, bro. I'll take that luck, brother. Good luck next season. Sorry. Gotta throw a bit of shade at my boy. Realize your lower bracket. You said TLID so it's RQ Onyx in your lower bracket.
Again. It's a recycle of the first round.
You gotta stop living in the past, bro.
Exactly. I don't want to live in the past, and it's very hard because this season, I think it's insane. The teams that we have, RQ, Team Liquid, and all that. God damn. Do you want Cope or do you want...
Dude, at this point, just what you feel is right.
It's your call.
It's your call.
God damn. Honestly, I don't believe Onyx will make it to M6.
Oh.
I just feel like... I hope my boys prove me wrong.
Yeah, same.
Right? But Onyx, they're so adaptive. Like, when they lose, they get it worked on, they get it fixed. And and according to my bracket, RQ won the first game, right? And when Onyx gets knocked down, RQ, there will be one hell of a bug down in that lower bracket. As much as I think RQ does have the upper hand, I'm still gonna predict Onyx here, with all of my cope inhaled, teaming with it.
I don't think it's Cope, though.
Yeah, I don't think it's Cope.
Yeah.
I think Onyx. Yeah, we know. Onyx
They might
TL.
be able-
Onyx TL.
Onyx TL.
M6 for you, Onyx TL.
Score 3-2. Banger. Low.
3-2.
Final, 3-2 for Onyx.
Okay, so for Cheffihn, Your representatives are
Onyx and RQ.
Onyx and RQ. For me, it's Onyx Bigatron. For him, it's RQ TL. And for him, it's Onyx TL.
I'm just saying.
We all
right?
have different.
If you're a fan, surely, right? Surely the RQ TLID storyline would be so much cooler.
Yeah.
Just saying. And go on.
For sure. I agree. I think honestly, all of our brackets have like solid stories, like solid. Except day one. Day one's very boring. Everybody had the same prediction. So it's very boring. Hopefully, we're all wrong though in day one. That'll make for a very interesting MPL. Maybe Alter Ego does make it to M6.
Oh, dude.
Right?
Who knows? Is that possible?
But now it's time for the grand finals. It's time for the grand finals, and it's time for us to not explain anything. Just go with the feeling, go with the instincts, okay? I'm not expecting any explanations. Let's start with RQTLID, Arashi.
RQ.
Score.
Straight up. This is a best of 7. Ooh. 4-2.
4-2. Cheffihn.
4-3. 4-3.
Onyx RQ, by the way.
Geek fam.
Come back.
Man.
Come back strong.
Next season.
Bro, I just realized, bro, you got Honor, you got BTR in the finals, you got
We all have our teams, you know? The cope is real
Yeah,
for a lot
and
of...
this
For
guy.
me. For me.
Chooses to ditch down Geek Fam in the lower.
Imagine if Geek Fam actually does make it to M6 when you don't...
I would love that. I would love that, bro. Bro, oh man, but still, I think it's gotta be Onyx 4-3.
Onyx 4-3, 5, Pete?
Yeah.
Damn!
No one's gonna
Damn.
watch MPL.
We're gonna have to find something new to watch.
Mirko said, if Alex wins again, don't watch.
Don't watch.
We're done.
We're gonna have to find something new. She fine. Oh no, realize. Release.
I also said that, right, in KB's podcast.
His is TLRQ.
Yeah, TLR.
TL Onyx, sorry.
TL Onyx. I told the guys in KB's podcast that you gotta be prepared for Onyx for the 5-beat. Even if MPL ID will be boring, then you're gonna have to find something new to watch. As much as my girlfriend has been very bugging me. She's always bragging about Team Look at ID being in the upper bracket, and Onyx just sucks now. She says a lot of things about it, but I think this is where Onyx will just show up. They will step in and once again prove why they're the best in this region and probably the best to ever do it. 4-2 Onyx.
4-2 Onyx. So, for me, final prediction: Onyx, Bigatron Alpha. Woo! What do you guys think? Huh? You think I'm gonna back down on my boys right here? Of course, Onyx 4-3.
Oh no.
For my prediction.
For real?
Hey, I predicted AP Bren to win MPL Philippines.
So convenient.
And in the grand finals, I put FNOP versus AP Bren. So now, I'll try to do it. I'll try to do it again. I'll try to put it in the cope. It's just cope. Obviously, my heart says Bigatron, but my heart has gone places now. Like lower bracket finals, pure heart. It's time for the heart to go. It's time for the brain to come in. Onyx, we'll probably get it done again. Honestly, 5 Pete. So we have 3 Onyx, 1 RQ. Actually, but yeah, based on the brackets, this is how it happens for me, for all these guys. Obviously, we've had predictions before also. I said RQ Bigatron before the playoff brackets were revealed, so we'll see. I really hope it actually becomes RQ Bigatron. He hopes it's Geek Fam, obviously. For him, it's just Onyx, so nothing really changes. For him, it's also RQ. But what do you guys think about the predictions in the comment section? You guys can tell us whether you agree, whether you think it's bullshit, whether you think you think we should all quit and stop predicting. It's all your choice, you know. Like if you like it, just talk shit in the chat. If you don't like it, don't click on dislike. Actually, you can do that too. It's engagement. But hey, watch all the ads. Thank you. I love you. See you tomorrow for MPL ID. Any final words from you?
Now I hope we have a great playoffs, dude. I think we're already in line for a great playoffs. I feel like we must end it on a high note. Let's go.
Let's go.
Playoffs.
Cheffihn.
I hope Geek Fam and AE made it to M6 and look, you know, they're gonna look at us as like, oh, what a bunch of dumbass.
I hope so. I hope Alter Ego and Geek Fam make it.
That'll be crazy.
Imagine.
That'll be insane.
Realize.
The Sky Kings will pull the 5-P.
Keyboy. All right. That's it. Peace out.
See?